Fire Escape Academy Inspector Training video. Here we are in Indianapolis, Indiana. And we're looking at fire escape, doing downtown walkarounds. We're on the corner of Pennsylvania and Court. And we have a fire escape here. Fire escapes must be structurally sound, must be kept painted, and there's no paint on this fire escape here. Number two, fire escapes all must be load tested, or in lieu of a load test, it must be refurbished to avoid the load test. One of the things that we look for to see whether or not this fire escape can be load tested is evidence of maintenance. You got original hardware, welded connections that the water has gotten into every one of these connections, cement issues, out of balance cantilever, welded treads, 100% rust. This thing took about 25 years to rust 100%. Weighted balance that doesn't have a release arm. Through bolted back into the building. So the only way to guarantee that this fire escape is in good condition is to load test it. Some companies will load test it, some companies will not load test it in the as-is condition, simply because when you let this much rust grow on a fire escape, the welds are compromised because you didn't seal them. But it's an all welded fire escape. No evidence of maintenance. All original hardware. See the square heads? Square head bolts. All original hardware on this fire escape still. So that's an indication that this fire escape, you go into these corners and these connections, all original hardware. So if we were asked to load test this fire escape, we would not load test it, simply because it needs a refurbishment in lieu of a load test. Sometimes what we can do is a partial load test, where we change all the bolts out on the stairs, but not necessarily on the platforms, and then as long as the platforms pass a visual inspection, we can load test the platforms only. And then the stairs do not have to be load tested because they were refurbished or rebolted. But in lieu of a load test, which is very costly, doesn't buy any paint, doesn't buy any bolts, we recommend highly that everybody just refurbish 100% of the fire escape and forego the load test, because you've refurbished 100% of the fire escape, and this cantilever gets rebalanced, and you have a functioning fire escape. That the load test now cycle should be every 25 years as recommended by the standards out there. Any questions? Fire Escape Academy Inspector Video. We're here in Indianapolis, Indiana. 800-649-3333.